If you hadn't approached me, I don't give a damn what you are. You're not a sergeant. Shut your mouth. I'm here doing my job. I'm a member of the press. Take 3 steps back from me. I'm walking down the street. The crime tape would be over here then, wouldn't it? I don't give a rat's ass what you say. Do you understand that? I'm not breaking any laws. You don't need to escort me. Go back to where you're supposed to. I'm walking right now. Now you're threatening me with violence. Don't fucking touch me, boys. Don't. What are you?
I got to tell you, so when I saw Chille, he looked like he lost about 30 pounds. He looked terrible.
Muscle mass?
Yeah.
He doesn't have 30 pounds of fat.
No, he was lean. Yeah, he was.
Bless.
He's naturally big, and he was positive, but when he first came into the room, he was a broken man. I could tell he was rough. You know, it hurt me to see him like that. So the foundation here is that I've got a retired law enforcement officer and a former Force Reconnaissance Marine on my channel. The Force Recon guy is an auditor, cop watcher. The other guy's a retired cop, and he was brave enough to come on the show. And he's never seen this video.
I know for a fact Mike has not seen this whole video because I sent him the link literally 45 minutes ago. And I know Ryan hasn't seen it because I barely even talked to him about it before we went in. So
then you did not send me the link.
So they're going in. Brian's pretty much going in blind, and Mike is going in with maybe like a one-eye glimpse for about 10 seconds.
And so what Chille wants to do is Chille wants to be an auditor, cop watcher. He wants to hold public officials accountable. He doesn't think that all cops are honest, and he wants to get it on tape to make sure. Nevada cops in particular don't like it. Nevada cops are treated like celebrities.
They have to give you ample time to leave. That's the 1963 case of South Carolina versus Edwards.
Hey, just really quick, guys. I got to tell you something.
Oh, my God.
Just really quick. I don't mean to cut you off, but this is important to me, Basil. I hate you sometimes, man. The way that Chille is reciting case law by mind, he's a gifted guy, guys. Look, I've been around for a long time. I became a lawyer with no law degree or any undergrad. It's very rare that you'll meet a lawyer who can recite case law. It's very rare you can meet an officer who can recite statute. Typically, they'll pull around the corner and pull up this big book and try to find what it is they're actually charging you for. It's like am I wrong? I mean,
yeah, there's an app for that now.
So there's a local journalist is already there.
Cleared away.
Remember, law enforcement officers, and correct me if I'm wrong, they tend to want to know, like, where's your press card or your journalist, like your credentials. I see that in a lot of these videos, but based on your face, it doesn't look like you feel that way. So I want you to tell me what you think.
There's a huge difference. That guy's got a giant camera and probably spent thousands of dollars, and he's a professional. And you see some Yahoo come up with a Samsung, and you're like, oh, yeah, my kid has one of those too. Get out of my face.
Yeah. So you see that little caution tape by that little blue brick wall across the way?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, by that light pole?
Yeah, well, to the left of the light pole where the brick wall is.
Okay.
And cleared away, meaning that I have a right to be there as a member of the press. They put up crime tape. Now, I don't plan on going around that crime tape. However, what happens is you'll see the police officer instructs me to do what I do here.
Just keep in mind what he just said.
Harley Davidson, by the way.
Now watch where the caution tape is on both sides of this cop now at this point.
Now I go on the other side of the crime tape again, so I stay outside the crime tape.
Wait, what?
And I'm going to walk down as fast as I can.
Talk to me.
See, I never saw him talk to a cop that said he could cross across.
No, it's right here. It's fixing to be right here.
Now, so he did it before? So he crossed all that tape, or there wasn't tape on that side?
No, there's only a stretch of tape. It's not blocking anything off at this point. It's just like it's just continuation.
Like they were just looking for somewhere to tie it off.
Right.
Okay.
those two officers don't look alarmed by him crossing. And I guess what Chille is saying is, I'm staying outside the crime tape because I've crossed underneath the tape and I'm back on a public sidewalk. American Texan, I want to get you on this one, brother, because I see glaring issues here. Because it looks like he crossed the street, went under caution, right? He goes under caution tape. The officers
crime
don't
scene
see
tape.
What's that?
Like crime scene tape, evidence
Crime
tape.
scene, yes, correct.
That's not
yes,
caution tape. That's what you buy at Lawz. Right? We have crime scene tape.
Let me do some push-ups right now. But I know what you mean, man. I got you. The officers are both there just, drinking some coffee, having a they don't see him as a threat. That's the point that I'm trying to make. They know this guy is not a threat.
Yeah, doesn't rock off his bike, nothing. Just go that way through the parking lot. Past the brick wall. Yeah, through the parking lot.
Okay. Okay. Did you guys hear that? I had not planned on going under that crime tape at all. But the officer told me once I passed the brick wall, cut through the parking lot. It does.
Okay, so he crossed the tape and went through the parking lot right there at the gas station.
And they gave him permission. They directed him.
Hello, sir.
Hello's for suckers.
Wait, did he say hellos for suckers?
I don't exchange nice.
So hold on a minute, man, because this is hilarious.
Hellos for suckers.
I gotta tell you something, man. American Texan, if you ever met
busted up.
American Texan, I gotta tell you something. So when Dick Heller and I met Chille for the first time, we were both like, kind of skeptical or whatever. When we left, just like just now, you were laughing. Imagine meeting this guy face to face. Like you'll immediately understand how he thinks. It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Notice that I'm outside the crime tape. These are cops in a parking lot. I can now stand wherever I want. These guys can't tell me where to go, where to stand.
They all look confused as hell as to why he is there and how he is there. Everybody's looking at him like he's a cat that just showed up to a dog fight. They're befuddled.
Hello, sir. Hellos for suckers.
Did y'all see that? Like, he has no idea what's going on.
Classic Chille. Jim DeWitt's got it right.
And now at this point, it's just what I do. I film cops. I interact with cops. If they don't give me a directive, I'm not going to be mean. If they tell me what to do, I turn very mean and hostile.
Sir, can we help you?
You could just do your job, mind your own business. That's what you could do. I told you, I'd say it again, you could mind your own business. I'm doing my job.
Look at him. Look at like a deer in the headlights.
As long as you, I just shut your mouth so I don't put you in your place.
Super chat, Mike. Super chat.
Then he says, let's push the crime tape out a little bit further, meaning that I'm still not in violation of being on the wrong side of the crime tape.
Okay,
pause it. There you go.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, go ahead, guys. Talk to me, Copper.
I mean, if he's saying push out the crime scene tape.
Ryan, hellos for suckers. Hellos for suckers. So what do you got to say? Hello.
Howdy. No, but I mean, if he's saying move the tape, let's bounce out the crime scene, that means I guess they're not in it, right? I mean, that's what the video shows.
But that also sounds like it's retaliation and trying to get a reason. I mean,
we're not there yet. Right now, they're just trying to figure out what this dude is doing in their little
deer in headlights. Deer in headlights.
Well, yeah, because they thought they were kind of in a safe spot to be writing reports and stuff. And then all of a sudden, Chille's like, hellos for suckers.
Wait for me. I'm okay if you videoing, but video over there. Don't tell me where to stand. I'm a constitutional law scholar. I'm suing you guys for $5 million. I'll sue you for $5 million more. You don't have a right to tell me what to do.
And that's why I'm doing this crowdfund right now. As soon as I raise the money to sue these jackboot thug pigs, I'm going to sue them again. You do not get to tell me where I stand. I get to stand wherever I want. That's the law.
Hey, look, guys, I got to tell you something right now. I can't help myself. Chille exhibits the qualities of the best trial attorneys I've ever met in my life. To be able to stand there and say something with conviction and really believe it with all your heart, even somebody on the other side who doesn't necessarily agree with you will fall for you and get behind you.
I invoke my First Amendment right. Okay. Now, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right, so don't ask me another question.
There it is. I've invoked my First. I've invoked my Fifth. At this point, I have a right to film what's of the public interest outside of the crime tape. Now I can whip these guys with my tongue all I want. I do not have to listen to a single command or order that they say. That's just not how it works. I'm a free American.
I'm not your suspect. Take 3 steps back from me.
So there's crime scene.
Take 3 steps back from me. I'm walking down the street. I can walk anywhere I want. There's not crime scene right here. The crime tape would be over here then, wouldn't it, dunce cap? I get you didn't graduate from high school, did you?
Crime scene tape right there, okay?
Where's asking? I don't give a rat's ass what you say. Do you understand that?
Sir,
I don't care what you say. I'm not.
All right. So I'm already seeing the facial expressions, and I know that from the academy and whatnot, right? They teach officers they need to take control. And he's clearly trying to strip their control.
Oh, yeah, because he's being hostile. They think he's 1096, which you're not allowed to say anymore. But they think he's crazy. They think they've got some unhinged. It seems like he's saying that Chille's actually inside the crime scene tape.
Okay.
He's like, no, look, do you see it over there? It sounds like maybe the scene, he's saying we didn't tape it off the last few feet because we didn't think we had to. And I think that's really what it's going to come down to in court, isn't it? Is whether or not he was actually on the crime scene. That's what it looks like. He's like, no, look, sir, the crime scene tape's over there, not over here. But Chille says he doesn't care. I don't care, and I'm not going to listen to you. I mean, it sounds like this guy's the only one he looks just tired. I mean, that poor guy looks like he's been up for 2 days straight. But he's the only one that's like, oh my God, no, you're on the crime scene. You're just go off.
Yeah.
Just leave. But Chille doesn't want to hear it at all.
All right, well, let's keep going.
I don't care what you say. I'm not breaking any laws. Make it difficult. If you mind your own damn business, we wouldn't be talking right now. If you hadn't opened your mouth, I wouldn't be talking to you. I'm just filming this.
You're okay to film.
I'm a member of the press. I told you I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. You have a right to ask me questions.
You have your.
I got the First Amendment. What are the first 5 big freedoms of the First Amendment?
You have your press.
I'm a constitutional law scholar, you dunce cap.
Like, he's not sitting there dropping F-bombs and, you know, I do appreciate that from him. I gotta be honest about that. Dunce cap, though, I would have just been rolling. If I'm the guy back in the patrol car listening to this, I'm rolling right now.
Wow. So far, what you're what you're saying is it looks like there is a difference of opinion
as to what is the crime scene. Yeah.
Okay.
Or what they've got blocked off.
Copy that. All right. Let me keep playing.
These jackboot thug pigs already said, let's pull the scene back further, meaning that I am now, by inference, understanding that I'm outside of the crime tape.
Did you get that, guys?
Yeah, but did he ever tell them the guy over there told me to go across?
He does at one point.
Okay.
Okay, let's keep going. All right. Thanks, Basil.
Hey, correct him, sir. Correct this man. Explain to him that he doesn't have a right. Don't put your hands on me.
You've already walked across the
right. He started grabbing me.
I want to make sure that Chille gets a good lawyer, because right now, me, a retired police officer, and Basil, a retired Marine, we're able to see right now, if we were on the jury, we would know that based upon what we're seeing, and correct me if I'm wrong, either one of you, because I'm not looking for an obsequious response, that Chille was inside of an area that was not considered to be the crime area, the crime scene.
Well, I mean, he was at one point only by instruction to go to the right of the brick wall and into the parking lot. The parking lot that those cops were sitting in is the parking lot he was instructed to go into. And now when you get up to the sidewalk, the street's blocked off and not the sidewalk. And the cop probably couldn't see that from where he was down the way, is why he told him to go into the parking lot.
Yeah. Okay. So let's
if I was on the jury, I mean, I have doubt, right?
Yeah.
There's reasonable doubt.
Look at
you wouldn't be sure one way or another.
Yeah,
that tape
I'm not sure.
That tape is tied off to the cones. It's not even
on anything.
But
that's what I'm
else.
saying. Like, just from this video and from the tape and from what he's saying, it's difficult to tell what is the crime scene. But he was also told to go somewhere. It sounded like a lawful order.
Yep.
He was told to go this way. And so, I mean, I have doubt as to whether or not a cop would tell somebody to go through an active crime scene or an active death scene, because that, like, crash recreations take forever, you know, getting yaw marks and doing all that stuff. It does. It takes a long time. Based
on what I'm seeing, I would encourage the filing deputy not to pursue or file the case. So I submit to my audience that if it does get filed and it moves forward, it's being done for political reasons. In my opinion,
well,
not as a lawyer, but as a normal person. Go ahead.
But here's the thing, Mike. We already know that 10 months prior to this, and he already had a court case going on with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, that he's already got a what would you say, a history with documenting these guys and confronting these guys. So I have no doubt that they already knew who he was, and that's probably why they looked as shocked as they were when they saw him standing right there. He made it a very good point on the fly, on the video, showing that you can agree, officer, I'm already outside the crime scene tape, and got them to admit that basically right there.
That's where I'm getting a lot of my doubt, is when he says move it, like, oh, wait, so we don't all know where it is? Where is it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's where the doubt would be. I mean, especially if it was tried by a jury. Nah.